column method is when you put all the tens in one column, all the ones in one column, and we touched upon this using the Dean, so I'll use the Dean to demonstrate again. And let's do it where the total number of ones doesn't cross the tens. Okay, it still produces a single digit number. Let's say, for example, let's use the one we had before, 34 plus 23. Right, when we're doing a column method, we're going to arrange everything. I'm just going to put, ooh, whoops, that daisy, very sorry about that. We're going to put the tens and the ones. T is going to represent, stand for the tens. The O is ones, because when we spell ones, it's O-N-E-S. When we spell tens, T-E-N-S. So, got my tens column, got my ones column. It's important when we do column method that we line up tens all in the same column and line up the ones all in the same column. When you've got squares, it's easy to write it down, yeah? So let's do it here. 34, and then we're going to add them together, 23. Right, this is how you would lay out a column method. So all the ones, all the tens. So this is not a 2. Well, this is a 2. This digit 2 doesn't represent 2. This digit 2 represents 2 tens, 20. This digit 3 represents 3 tens, 30. Right, if we look at the Deans here to show you 3 tens and 4 ones for 34, 23, 3 tens, 3 tens, 2 tens, and 3 ones. Right, so 3 tens, 4 ones, 2 tens, and 3 ones. When we add them all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. Okay, we get 57 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Move these up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the ones all in the ones column. Let's do 5 tens. So that 5 digit, that digit 5 there is going to represent 50. 57, 57. Yeah, okay so far. So when you're doing the column method, same thing. 4 plus 3. If you're good with your maths, you'll know straight away it's 7. If you just know it just like that, that's great. Alright, and then 3 tens and 2 tens. Okay, we know that these represent tens. You can say 3 plus 2 is 5, but note that when you put the 5 in the tens column, it represents 50. Okay, so be very aware when you say 3 plus 2, you're actually saying 3 tens plus 2 tens. Right, there's your answer, 57. And that's how you use the column method when the ones doesn't produce a 2-digit number. It doesn't cross the tens. Right, now what happens if it does cross the tens? Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So let's change these numbers up, and I bet you can guess what numbers I am going to use. Here we go. Cross that all out. Yep, you guessed it. 37 plus 24. So let me get it out again. 37, 3 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 24. There's my 20, and 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Okay, keep all my tens in one place, keep all my ones in the ones place there as well. Now let's go over how we did it before using the Deans, and I'll show you how we're going to work it using the column method. So let's lay it out again. As the column method shows us that the 3 tens and the 7 ones, I've already put my tens place and ones place down, so I'm going to make sure that when I'm adding 24 and I'm writing it down, the 2 for 2 tens goes underneath the 3 tens. Okay, keep it nice and neat. It's nice and easy to see what's going on then. And the 4 ones will go in the ones column. Make sure they're directly beneath each other. The ones and the tens column. Okay, let's complete it by drawing our equal sign there. Right, now we already know about this. We already know about exchanging, isn't it? So I've laid it out here. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I know that 7 and 3 makes 10. I'm going to move those 3's up there. So here's my 10. Right? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to exchange 10 ones. I'm going to exchange the 10 ones. I'll put it out of the way here for 110. Okay, so now I've exchanged it. And as before, I'm going to put my 10 down here. And here's my 11. Yeah? Got 11 ones here. There you go, 11 ones. So, I'm going to put down my 1 here. Okay, put my 10s here. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 10s here. That 6 is in the 10s column. So that's going to be representing 60. 60 and 1 makes 61. And if I put them all the way close together, it's going to look like a number 61. Right? So we did that before. So here's my 37. 3 10s, 7 1s, 5, 6, 7. And my 24. 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. So when we're going to add it together, here we go. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's my 110 here. Okay. And that 10, I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to exchange this 110, or 10 ones, sorry, for 110. Right. And I've got left with this 1 digit here. 1 representing 1. And now let's count our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. 60. We'll put a digit 6 in the 10s column. That is 61. Right. So here we go now. 7 plus 4. We know that 7 plus 4 is 11. Alright, we worked it out here. We've shown it here. 7 plus 4 is 11. So how are we going to write the number 11? This is what number 11 looks like. 11. Yep. 1 in the 10s column, 1 in the 1s column. So I'm going to leave this 10 here because I've got my digit for the 1s column. I'm going to put it there. Right, so if I'm going to write the number 11, I'll show you again. 7 plus 4 equals 11. I'm going to write 11 like this. 1 in the 10s column, 1 in the 1s column, 11. Now I can add up all my 10s. I know that 3 plus 2 is 5. Simple. Oh, but there's my other 10 here as well. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus the 1 equals 6. 37 plus 24 equals 61. This is how you could use the number line method, the column method.